Movement means to us being able to move from one place to another, or being able to change your posture and position. It means physically performing an activity that requires motion. Movement is important to both of us, as it does not only allow us to be free, but is a part of who we are, and is a big part of our lives because we move every day. Movement allows us to move freely and be and do what we want. Through movement, we can express our emotions and personal identity. We both enjoy playing football, and it has been a huge part of both of our lives, from being youngsters and learning how to kick a football, to being where we are now and understanding the broad range of aspects that are involved in football. Football is a unique sport and is often referred to as a beautiful game that requires coordination, skill, and fitness. Football can provide a fun, competitive environment that allows us to be free and to express ourselves. Socially, we interact with many other people, forming bonds and friendships on and off the field that can last a lifetime. Taking part in football enables us to create a competitive nature and constantly strive to better ourselves and to improve our overall well-being. Participating in football allows us to learn new movements and skills that are applicable in a wide range of activities. It provides a pathway to many different areas and aspects of life other than just playing on the field. 1. Cognitive stage. During the cognitive stage, which is the initial stage of learning a motor skill, the goal here is to get a mental picture and understanding of the skill. The aim here is to get the correct positioning, foot placement, and follow through. This is done by watching the skill through visual orientation and a very simplistic explanation and details to what is required. I then carry out the skill and receive positive and constructive criticism. First of all, I watch Wade do the free kick. He then gives me a basic description, such as you get a run up, you plant your foot left next to the ball, and kick it with the top and side of your foot. I then try the movement, receive constructive criticism, such as you're doing it well, but you need to put your foot closer to the ball. It is vital that the teacher makes sure that we are in the correct learning environment, away from most distractions during this stage of learning.
During the associative stage, the learner begins to perform the skill more consistently and at a better level of performance in the cognitive stage. The learner doesn't really rely much on visual orientations, but rather through verbal guidance. Conscious decisions become automatic, and the learner starts to problem solve and find strategies to overcome and master the skill. The learner begins to feel an element of internal kinesthetic feedback. Verbally in this stage of learning, I explained to the learner Campbell with constructive criticism what he was doing wrong and what he could do to improve. Campbell displayed the key movements of foot placement, contact point on both ball and foot, run up, stability, follow through, and head placement incorrect. Campbell did not calculate his run up correctly, resulting in his imbalance when taking the free kick. His foot was not planted parallel to the football, which meant he was reaching for the ball. Campbell's posture was out of shape and his outside arm was not above 45 degrees, again resulting in his lack of balance. Due to his lack of balance, Campbell was not striking the ball correctly, but rather instead toe-hacking the ball. I then verbally explained to Campbell his downfalls, and he proceeded to perform the skill with more kinesthetic knowledge and awareness in a closed environment away from all interfering factors. During the autonomous stage, which is the final learning stage, the skill becomes mastered. The learner performs the skill with ease and doesn't need to focus on the execution. The goal here is to perfect the move so that there is limited error, if any. The learner recognizes the mistakes they made and are able to correct them on their own. There is little need for visual orientation, however, there is still a need for verbal criticism. As you can see, Campbell is not yet at the autonomous stage, as he is not recognizing his mistakes yet, but with practice and time he will be able to achieve this. As you can see through my movement, I perform the free kick with a lot more ease and can easily correct and identify what I do wrong, and I'm able to systematically break it down so I know where I'm going wrong and when I make a mistake. In this stage, it is essential that the teacher uses a closed and open environment, so the skill is able to be adequately mastered regardless of the conditions.